I think I have to begin with the report that has just come out from international prosecutors concerning flight MH17, the Malaysian airliner that was shot down over eastern Ukraine. They are quite clear. They say the evidence points to a missile that was made in Russia, that was brought into eastern Ukraine from Russia, and a missile launcher which then returned to Russia. Do you accept that?
Well, first of all, we have to admit that this is a preliminary result. We understand from the statements that were made today that the investigation will continue till 2018, so we still have to wait until a final verdict. There are still lots of unclear things. There are still lots of contradictions, and we all have to find answer to that contradictions. From the very beginning, actually, it's important to say that we do support the idea of overwhelming and exhaustive investigation of that disaster. And from the very beginning, Russia expressed its will to be a full-time participant of that investigative team. We do regret that, unfortunately, we were refused to take part in that investigation, although indirectly we're still a part of that investigative process, because we're constantly providing information upon requests by investigative group in the Netherlands.
You haven't actually answered my question,
yes.
though, Mr. Peskov. I just want to know whether you accept the findings that we have just seen, which say that the missile which brought down the plane came from a BUK missile launcher, which was from Russia, and which then returned to Russia. Do you accept it?
There is nothing to accept or to deny. First of all, I repeat, these are preliminary statements, and we still have to investigate. We still have to continue investigation.
Well, with respect, the prosecuting team has gathered evidence for many, many months. This happened more than 2 years ago. It has been an exhaustive investigation. They went to Moscow. They asked for help from you. Your different agencies, they say, did not fully cooperate, but they have come up with these conclusions. You can call them preliminary if you like, but are you denying the truth of what they say?
Well, first of all, we cannot accept as a final truth what they say. And I bet you haven't seen any proofs of that statement. We have to be very precise. It's a very serious tragedy. And we cannot operate only statements, bold statements, without any proofs, without any details. We know that the devil is inside those details, and unfortunately, we're still missing lots of the details to be able and to find ourselves in a right to say that this was in that way and this weapon came from that part, from that direction or from this direction.